Well, today I'm sitting down with Tim Bachmann. Tim is a developer on the game Essence, which at the time of production is currently on Kickstarter. Tim, it's a pleasure to be talking with you. Could you tell us a bit about your game?
Yeah, of course. Hi, it's a pleasure for me. Um, Essence is a surreal exploration game where you actually walk through a world that is kind of evolving around you. Meaning, like, the farther you proceed in the game, actually, there will be change in color and in shape, and there will be all kinds of crazy stuff happening around you, and all kind of, cool and surreal things going on, and, like, changing around you and evolving.
I see. So the world of Essence, then, is one that is constantly changing and growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, very good. But yes, an ever-changing and growing world. So now, might I ask, so how does Essence play exactly? Is it a first-person
Yeah.
adventure,
Can you
or...
still hear me? Yeah, Essence is a person adventure. So you will experience everything like it is yourself moving through that world, which we think is essential for the game because roads.
Oh,
Do
okay,
you
here
still
we
hear
go.
me?
Okay,
Okay.
you're back. Sorry, could you tell us a bit more about it being a first-person adventure? We lost you for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, the connection isn't too good here. Okay, so Essence is a first-person adventure because we want the user to have like the best and personalized experience that we could actually think of. So we want like any gamer who's actually playing the game, we want them to experience everything for themselves. Like if you would walk through that forest or if you would see that mountain. So for us, it is very important to actually give that feeling directly to the person who's playing. Therefore, it is essential to have the game as a first-person adventure.
I see. So now, can you tell me what sort of things inspired Essence?
Um, Basically, like we're two people doing Essence, me and a good friend of mine from like as we were small, and basically both of us love to make games, even as we were smaller. And as we grow up now, we finally have the possibilities to actually create a game like that. And both of us are into kind of crazy stuff, so we love we love experiencing or exploring things, and we have played some of the exploration games that are out there right now, and for us, it is too much of a walking simulation usually. So we wanted to create something that actually goes beyond that, and that is actually more interesting, like a world where you actually are like getting inspired, and where you walk around and you're like stunned because of its beauty and because of all the things you see around you.
I see. So you wanted to create something that was more an exploration game, but with a lot more emphasis on interaction.
Exactly.
I see. So what kind of games would you say have been an inspiration to the development of Essence thus far?
Definitely Journey, as we both love that game. It looks just stunning and beautiful. And well, lately, of course, there is Shape of the World, which looks pretty cool as well, I think, which kind of gave another twist, like in our view on the game.
Oh yes, yes.
And
Actually, I do remember reporting on the game Shape of the World a while back in an episode of Game News Update. It does look very promising. Very cool. Let's see here. Are you guys familiar at all with Proteus?
excuse me,
Are you guys familiar with Proteus?
Proteus. My partner, CK is his name. He actually played the game, I think. I am not so much familiar with that.
Oh, okay, so it's on your to-do list.
Yeah, I should definitely check it out.
Oh, very cool. So thus far, what have been some challenges that you've encountered when designing Essence?
Well, of course, we're a very small like team so far, so it takes a lot of time for us to actually do the game, as we do like work part time besides that as well. Which is the main reason why we hope to actually get funded so we can like work on the game full time. So as you can imagine, doing a game with just two people is actually kind of intense, as it actually you need a lot of time, and you need like a lot of you give a lot of your
Resources.
heart, yeah,
Yeah.
resources, and you give a lot of your heart into the game, and you actually give everything. Like lately, we have been basically working 24/7 on the game to produce trailers and to produce more levels and make everything better and cooler. So I think the resources are our main problem, as we have like thousands of other ideas that we still want to have in the game and that we want you guys to see. So I think like if it comes to creativity or stuff like that, we're pretty good in that.
Huh. So thus far, what has been your favorite part of developing Essence?
I personally love to create stuff. Like I love to see how the things are going, and I love to see, if you're like working on a level and it takes you like hours and days to actually do that, and then in the end you're sitting down, you're looking at the level, and you say, "Wow, that is actually amazing." And I love what I've done here, and I love to actually walk around. This is pretty cool. I love that feeling.
Yeah, that is pretty. I mean, I'm not a game designer myself, but from what I've heard from other developers, it is very satisfying to walk around the level that you've made. So, can you tell me then, is Essence going to be at any trade shows coming up?
So far, not.
None yet?
None yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
But maybe we'll. So maybe then, if it does succeed on Kickstarter, we can expect to see it maybe at Eurogamer, perhaps.
Yeah, if it does succeed, we actually have a lot more to think about if we want to like bring it out somewhere, or if we want to about other ways to actually show it around to people and to get some more exposure. First of all, we have to focus on our Kickstarter campaign, and as I said, we are like restricted in resources. So basically, what we're doing right now is to focus a lot on the Kickstarter and to try to get it out to people. So that actually, yeah.
You told me that you have been developing games since you were quite young. How did you get started with video games?
In my case, actually, we had like a computer science course in, I think it's high school in English. It's like gymnasium in Germany. So it's like the 7th grade actually where I started to actually work with computers to create games. And I kind of loved that already. And well, that's basically where I first got in touch with programming languages and stuff. But even before, I've been like creating little card games and stuff like that, like board games, which is like easier. And then, well, after the computer course that, as I said, I had in 7th grade, I went to university, of course, and learned more stuff there. And actually, right now, I'm still in university doing my master's degree in international media and computing with like a focus on game design, actually.
Okay. So now, would you have any advice for any young designers or game developers who are thinking about getting into the industry?
Well, I think it's a tough industry, and I guess the best advice is never give up. Just give everything. You will have like a lot of things that are not working out the way you actually planned, and it sometimes kind of sucks and will devastate you, but just never give up. Keep going, and you can do it.
Huh. So to remain persistent, then, is your advice?
Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, Mr. Also, I have to ask you, what is your favorite game of all time?
Yeah, Ocarina of Time is my favorite game because, as I was small, I used to play it like all the time, and I have like kind of like deep emotional connection to that game. The music is great, the like characters are lovable, and it's so funny to talk to some of them. And the ambient and the whole like feeling of the game, I just love it so much.
I hear you on that.
Well,
oh yes.
I guess it's because as I was small, I used to play it so much, so I think I have that kind of special
connection to
that game.
Yeah. Well, that's very interesting, Mr. Bachmann. Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Now, if folks would like to learn more about your project, Essence, where can they go?
We have a website, which is games. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Hello?
OneVisionGames.com?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. And also on Facebook, Twitter, or even Instagram, all under the name of One Vision Games.
Okay. Alright folks, so in case you didn't quite hear that, you can visit their website OneVisionGames.com, and you can also follow them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at OneVisionGames. Well, Mr. Bachmann, it has been a pleasure talking with you and learning about your game and what inspires you as a developer. I cannot wait to see how Essence turns out.
Great, thank you. It has been a pleasure to talk to you as well. I have to excuse for the bad connection, and I hope to talk to you soon again.
Excellent. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.